Once upon a time, in a vast, velvety night sky sprinkled with countless diamonds, there lived a tiny little star named Lumi. Lumi wasn't big and dazzling like some of the other stars. In fact, Lumi's light was just a soft, shy twinkle. High above the sleeping world, Lumi would look at the magnificent moon, a radiant pearl hanging in the darkness. Oh, how Lumi wished to shine just as brightly. If only I could be as brilliant as the moon, Lumi would whisper to the silent night. Then everyone would see me, and I would feel so important. Every night was the same. Lumi would puff out its chest, concentrate with all its might, and try to push out a big, brilliant beam of light. But no matter how hard Lumi tried, only a small, delicate flicker would appear. It was a sweet little sparkle, but it was nothing compared to the moon's majestic glow. The other, bigger stars seemed to laugh, their powerful twinkles dancing across the galaxy. Lumi felt small and discouraged, like a tiny forgotten speck in the immense, star-studded blanket of the night. One evening, as Lumi was sadly twinkling, a gentle breeze rustled through the cosmos. It was the old, wise wind, who had traveled through every corner of the sky and knew all its secrets. The wind swirled softly around Lumi and whispered, "Little star, why do you look so glum?" Lumi sighed, a tiny puff of stardust. "I want to shine as brightly as the moon, but my light is just too small." The wind chuckled, a sound like rustling leaves in autumn. "Ah, but you're looking at it all wrong," the wind hummed. "True brightness doesn't come from trying to be like someone else. It comes from within. The biggest things are often done by those who listen to the sky and let their hearts glow." Lumi didn't quite understand, but the wind's words felt warm and comforting. Listen to the sky. Glow from the heart. Lumi wondered. Just then, a small, fluffy cloud drifted by, all alone. It looked lost and was weeping tiny raindrops. "I can't find my family," the little cloud sniffled. "The sky is so big and dark, and I don't know which way to go." All the bigger stars were too busy showing off their bright lights to notice the lost little cloud. But Lumi saw it. Remembering the wind's words, Lumi felt a little stir in its core. Maybe, just maybe, Lumi's small light could help. Gathering all its courage, Lumi focused its tiny sparkle, not to be big and bright, but to be steady and clear, a gentle, unwavering pinpoint of light shone down towards the lost cloud. "Follow me," Lumi twinkled softly. "I will guide you." The little cloud looked up and saw the kind, gentle light. It wasn't overwhelmingly bright, but it was warm and reassuring. The cloud followed Lumi's sparkle, drifting slowly across the dark sky. Lumi guided the cloud over sleepy mountains and quiet forests, keeping its light focused and true. It was hard work for such a tiny star, but Lumi didn't give up. Finally, in the distance, they saw a large cluster of fluffy white clouds, all huddled together. "My family," the little cloud cried with joy. It raced ahead and snuggled in amongst its brothers and sisters. Safe and sound, the clouds all turned toward Lumi and shimmered with gratitude. A wonderful feeling washed over Lumi. It was a feeling of pure joy, a warmth that spread from its very center all the way to the tips of its points. And, as that joy filled Lumi's heart, something magical happened. Lumi's light began to grow. It wasn't a sharp, flashy light, but a deep, radiant glow that was warmer and more beautiful than ever before. Lumi was shining brighter than it ever had in its entire life. The magnificent moon, who had been watching the whole time, smiled down at Lumi. Its gentle, silvery voice echoed through the night. "Do you see, little one?" The moon said kindly. "Your light doesn't grow from wishing to be like me. It grows every time you are kind. The joy of helping others is the most powerful fuel for a star's heart." Lumi looked at its own beautiful, warm glow and finally understood. It didn't need to be the biggest or brightest star in the sky. It just needed to be the kindest. Soon, all the other stars began to notice Lumi. They saw the warm, steady glow and felt the love radiating from it. They stopped their flashy twinkling and gazed at Lumi with newfound respect. They realized that Lumi's light, born from a big, bright heart, was a special kind of beautiful. From that night on, Lumi no longer tried to be like the moon. Instead, Lumi twinkled softly and steadily for the world below, for every child who looked up at the night sky, searching for a little bit of magic, for every lost traveler needing a gentle guide. Lumi became a beacon of kindness, a small star with a gentle shine and a great, big, glowing heart. And, in its own special way, Lumi was the most brilliant star of all. Because true brightness, Lumi learned, isn't about how much light you make, but how much warmth you share with the world. Thank you for joining me for this wonderful story. I hope Lumi's journey reminds you that even the smallest act of kindness can make you shine brighter than you ever imagined. If you enjoyed this tale, please give this video a like and subscribe for more stories that warm the heart. Sweet dreams. And always remember to let your own special light shine.